Well, the Rockets these past few years, they've taken their shots, no question about that. But they haven't performed in crunch time against the team they needed to beat.
They haven't performed in crunch time. Yes, that's a correct answer. They, unfortunately and fortunately, you get judged in this league by how you perform in the postseason and in 4 playoff rounds. And over again, this team has fallen short. There's different reasons for that. Chris Paul got hurt in 2018. They completely fell apart in 2019 against the Warriors. I think when you rely on the 3 as much as they do, we've seen this, especially the last 6-7 years. Those playoff games, especially as you get later and later in the series, it gets tighter and tighter, and you're tired. The 3s are just not as reliable. If you don't have ball movement, and if you don't have different kind of guys who can step up at different times, over and over again, you're going to fall short. And that's what we've seen happen with this Rockets team.
Here's Harden. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Going inside, pass to Wood. There's the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings is right.
Good matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
And that one misses. And last season, the first play-in tournament for the 8th seed. All right, Bill, that was something you suggested way back in 2007. You were ahead of it. It's clairvoyant.
Yeah, I was pretty passionate about it, too. I thought it was a way to spruce up the last 20, 25 games of the season where you have more injuries down there. You have teams kind of jockeying for draft positions, stuff like that. And every year, there's always 1 or 2 teams that kind of find themselves for whatever reason as we're heading down the stretch. And last season, it was New Orleans, right before the pandemic. All of a sudden, we're turning into something. And a play-in tournament, it rewards people who are peaking at the right times. And I think it's a good idea.
So it's the Rockets now. Coming off the Suns make. Pass to Cousins. The 3-ball. And he can't get that one. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 3 out of the gate. Now here's Junior. And the dunk by Junior.
He sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Harden, a proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game.
Knock on everybody.
You can't give Harden any lanes to the rim. You're just going to risk getting dunked on.
Bill, with social media, we get to see more personalities in the NBA. Who are some of the biggest characters in your opinion?
Well, I think my favorite is Klay Thompson because he's completely authentic. We've seen a lot of these guys that leverage social media and the whole infrastructure, and they can kind of get out whatever kind of personality they want to craft. Klay Thompson is the same guy in all situations, beloved teammate. Sometimes I don't even think he knows why he's funny. He just kind of is who he is. He's like that dude in college, that roommate that everybody loved, who was always funny, and he fell asleep, and he put shaving cream on his face. He's just beloved, and I think he's done the best job of whoever we think he is as a public person is exactly who he actually is.
From 11 feet away, Wood grabs the board. The Rockets trail. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
He looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Outside Paul. And we know James Harden's value offensively. Have you noticed the difference in his play at the defensive end of the floor, Bill, especially in the playoffs in Orlando last season?
Yeah, he occasionally tries on defense now. And for some reason, we have a media culture now that celebrates when somebody goes from 0 effort to 50% effort. It's like, all right, settle down. He's a C- as a defender. I think the one thing that's been interesting is he's actually a good low post defender, but I think that was the case even way back when he was low post. That. But if you come on.
Left side wall. Wood passes to Wall. Here's Gordon. Launches the three. Knocks it down from distance. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game. Bill defenders can no longer step into a shooter's landing area, but shooters have found ways to manipulate that by drifting forward and or kicking out their legs.
And I hate it. I really hate it. I hate two things the most right now in basketball. I hate this, and I hate 4-minute challenges where referees are deciding whether something was a block or a charge and slowing things down to 1/100th of a second. I don't know why we have these two things, and I can't believe we're rewarding guys for doing things during games that if you did during the pickup game and you just kicked the foot out into somebody, you probably have to be separated. But in basketball, it's considered gamesmanship now. I would personally make it a technical foul if they were.
So, in the game for Phoenix, they've got juniors, Devin Booker out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Jay Crowder, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Suns making a switch here. Bridges is checked in, and so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last. Here's Harden. 5 points in the game. The Rockets with another miss.
And, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Well, Bill, you've built quite the media empire over the last few years. Business is booming, huh?
Yeah, the Ringer, we got bought by Spotify in 2020, and the whole audio thing has taken off completely. We're at the forefront of it. And we're up to a lot of stuff. It's been great. It's doing podcasts, website, documentaries, all kinds of things. And, if you're creative, there's a lot of outlets to be creative right now in the 2020s.
Ball against Paul. Oh, Junior with a block. And he gets it back. Wood. And that misses. That would have put him up. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. It's Bridges on the wing.
Oh, you know.
Junior outside. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
He's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's at high.
Left side, Harper. That shot off. Nice D from Bridges. Here's Junior, and a dunk by Junior.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Harden against Paul.
One of the greatest finishers of all time, James Harden. Can't think of 5 people who've done it better than him.
Paul passes to Ayton. All right, Bill, what's the dumbest trade of the 2010s?
The dumbest trade of the 2010s, the dumbest moment of the 2010s, and the dumbest thing that ever happened in the 2010s was Phoenix passing into the Doncic. Sacramento winning the lottery by having Phoenix pass into the They're going to take a look at Dodgers. No, they traded. They traded to Dallas and get an extra pick. Congratulations. 3 teams passed on the best player of his generation. You all deserve it.
Tucker's checked in for Wood. Junior outside. It's Bridges on the wing. 5 to shoot. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
3-pointer, Harden. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Aiden's got 6 rebounds in the game. Junior outside. They set the screen. Driving to the basket. And the dunk by Junior.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly what he needs.
That motherfucker, he dunking on everybody.
Willingness of Harden to sacrifice for the play. Doing whatever it takes to get to the rim.
It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Junior. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn on the D side.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Cousins with the screen.
Even with every shot playing in off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Back to Booker.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Some changes for Phoenix. Always. The Suns leading. Harden and Gordon, they're the 2 and the 3. Then there's John Wall. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Junior against Wood. And it's Junior missing. And Houston is shooting only 36% so far in this game. 3-pointer, Harden. Connects from downtown. Harden's got 14 points for the game.
Well, I tell you what, when Harden decides to turn it up, then you're turned out. It is a sight to see, folks. I mean, relentless, instinctive, tremendous night so far for him.
They kick out the ball. Ayton with a screen. 3-pointer. Keeps it alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ayton's got his second bucket on the night.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive, beautiful tip in there.
Outside Harden.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Paul, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Here's Bridges.
Encouraging whenever Harden blocks a shot. When he defends with tenacity and intensity, he's capable of this.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And a foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Harden missing again. For Phoenix, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Bridges outside. Wood against Junior. Shoots. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Bridges has got his first basket. Houston has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
PJ Tucker at 6'5" is more than willing to hold it down at center. He said, "So what? It's basketball. I've done it my whole life. It doesn't matter. People ask me why I play so hard. I don't have a choice. That's what I've got to do. Period. Just holding it down no matter what."
Thank you, Allie. Back to Paul. Pocket 4. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the lay-in. And the Suns lead by 7.
Excellent burst that time from Paul to convert on the drive and move so well with the rock in his hand. Always under control.
For Phoenix, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Junior. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Down low. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Suns. The Suns have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Inside, here's Junior. Offensive rebound.
Come on!
D from Wood.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this one.
McLemore's checked in for the Rockets.
You got this boy? You got this boy?
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well.
On the floor for Phoenix, Devin Booker out there with Chris Paul. And it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Junior in at the 4-man spot. Booker against Harden. He takes it in, and Harden with the slam.
Way better than Harden at the end one. He's an expert. He looks for the contact, initiates it, gets it, and still finishes. You can't be too physical with him.
Up top Booker, defended by Harden. And the Suns miss again.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
No, that's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Hits the three-pointer.
I'll tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside for Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 5 assists tonight. The Rockets have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Outside Harden. Pass to Cousins. And here's Wall. On the strike. And Booker pulls it down.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
They grab their own miss. And the whistle blows as the gets a 3-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. That's good from Ayton. The Rockets shooting just under 40% from the field. Here's Harden. Takes it inside. Good on the shot. Harden's got 31 points.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change. Well, when you look at the assist totals, they've been clearly the better team.
The Rockets have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. Here's Harden. Driving inside. And Harden with the jam!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Pass to Booker. Ayton passes to Junior. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled again.
Okay, my boy. I thought we were playing Washington. No, it's right.
He hits the second from the line. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 8 in this fourth quarter. On the tape.
Damn, I can't fucking.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Junior drives in. And it's good. And we'll go to the line. Tucker's checked in for Cousins. The Rockets have gone 8 of 9 here in the fourth quarter. Harden against Junior. Harden with a bucket.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Suns leading. Junior with it. Outside Paul. On the wing, Junior. Wall covering. Here's Junior. The shot, no good. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort. Pass to Gordon. Launches it. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. It's stripped out. It's good. And he put it up. 3-point play opportunity. Free throw good. Junior. And it's the Rockets with the ball. 11-point game. Here's Harden.
I don't know why I keep playing him like that.
Harden's got 39.
And you know, the thing about Harden, crafty in the paint, he really finds angles and avenues to get the shots he wants when you don't think there's any angle or avenue to find.
Count it. Good.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Here's Harden. There's the drive.
I can't guard him.
With the can.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
Wood against Junior. Misses the layup. Houston now. Time running out. Now Harden. And he drives in. And it's Harden with the big finish.
Yeah, that barrel chest.
Here's Paul. Outside Booker. 1:04 left to play in the fourth. 11 feet out. Here's Ayton. And there's 2. Work on the glass, man, off that time. And the Suns lead by 9.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Wood, right side. Let's go with a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. And here's Booker. Junior, left side.
Well, you can't guard me, man.
I got you, man. Can't do it.
Second. Both teams deciding to change it up. So it comes
Come
up into the
on.
line.
Damn.
3. Grant's shot is off. Brown with the steal.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Now here's Junior. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. good.
What kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
Free throw good. Junior.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
From deep three-point range. Off target. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can...
Oh, good, Junior. Nikki wants to talk with you. Come here.
Cool.
Hey, Nikki, I got Junior for you.
Yes, hi, welcome.
Hey.
All right, are we ready? We're
Let's
good?
do it.
Great.
Okay.
You're on, Heaven.
3, 2.
Okay, a nice win for your team tonight. And you were a force on the offensive end. What was your mentality when you had the ball in your hands tonight?
Yo, Junior was full on alpha predator when he had the ball in his hands tonight.
Okay.
I know it's third person, whatever. Look. I was like a grizzly, maybe even a shark.
Okay.
Just plain as day, I was devouring any and everybody that came in my way, came in my space. They don't want to mess with me.
All right, well, you heard it here from the T-Rex of basketball. That's right, I also know my alpha predators.
Everybody.
Extinct or not. Always a pleasure, Junior. You were definitely a beast out there tonight. Thanks.
Thank you, Nikki.
Okay, back to you, buddy.
Yet another great defensive game, Junior. Seems like you've made strides on that side of the ball this season. What have you been doing differently?
I don't know what game you've been watching, Mike, but I always been a beast on the defensive end. Next question.
You don't think you've been playing better recently?
Yeah, I have been playing better recently, but I'm always getting better. I'm talking like I was some clown before, like I was weak, man. Look, I take pride in my defense, and I always have.
Get on him, Junior. Put in work, son. I get buckets. What are you talking about? Hey, yeah, whatever. And what the man? Let's profit this. Oh, I did not mean to do that.
Great game.
Am I winning? What's up?
Let's get everyone over here and get started.
Of course. God, this game fucking never fails.
Amen.
Uh-oh. Russell. What's up, Bill?
Bring it in, everyone. Before we get started today, I want to introduce you to special guests. Bill Russell. He'll be here observing the coaching staff today, so let's put in a strong effort and show him how we do things around here. We have got to find a way to create more scoring opportunities in transition. Coaches! Set up the drill. Let's get it, fellas. Okay, move on to the next drill.
Thanks for that. So I gotta get on the freaking spot, dude? Come on, you gotta be kidding me. I got the ability to stop like that. which one's gonna be.
Let's get to work.
Another black screen. I'm going with that. Give me that. Only way you can prevent me from getting buckets, man. Give me that. Gotta black the screen out. Where were you? Come on, bro. Okay. All right. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Oh, my old team.
Let's keep this going, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it. And a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a champion.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Over to the left wing. Bridges passes to Zeller. Over Junior. That's short off the rim. Almost figured it would happen with how he played, and now he has made it official. Junior Greg winning his first Rookie of the Month award.
It's a bit baffling. So many teams passed on Junior. He clearly is NBA ready and has been an impact player for this team. But this could be just the start of a storied career.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shoots a fader. Charlotte again missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Tatum drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
This guy is so crafty. difficulty on the drive. Wow, Jason Tatum, with his quickness and his length and the strides he's got, can score at will.
Charlotte moving it around. Bridges gets the month. Over Smart. That's good from 17 feet away.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying, you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any shot.
Nobody in the team to go. Well, straight up of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
The Hornets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with James Borrego. David.
Well, Kevin, he talked about his team's defensive mindset. He said they have to be willing to sacrifice a little room in the paint. It means they stay tight on their outside shooters. So it's no secret those guys attack from long range, and that's what we've got to stop. We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Rozier finds Zeller. Now, here's Bridges. Hayward looking over the floor. Zeller, a screen on Walker. Into the basket. The offensive rebound. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Walker dishes to Junior. Fires for 3. Monk grabs the board. Hornets trail by 7.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college athletes with his athleticism. When you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
Walker against Rozier. Here's Junior. Danny Baylor for the ball against the second-team foul. Junior's got 9.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late offensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Zeller. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Tatum.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
There's Junior. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And now the first timeout ball here for the Hornets. Some changes. Tristan Thompson is checked in for Tatum. Neesmith comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Teagan for Walker. Passes it to Pritchard. On the wing, Jackson. Misses off the right eye. Celtics leading by 10. To the paint. Stolen by Mark. Graham gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound. That's tipped. Now, here's Neesmith. Stats on him. He's averaging 9 points a game. Now, here's Junior. Guarded by Jackson. And so Boston again turning it over. 3 straight in. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Pritchard. And stolen by Junior. For the finish. And Neesmith with the slam.
We're seeing some fireworks from them already.
solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Well, Hornets shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they like. 4 on the clock. Green against Green.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Now that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
And again, Stewart the triple.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard.
Zeller finds Rozier. Down low. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Back to Graham. 3-pointer. That shot off. So the Celtics will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Miles Bridges is out there. Cody's up. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then there's Devontae Green. And it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Pistons, was superb on the floor. He scored 22 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. That game had his name all over it. Kevin, I'm sure he wants to write his name again over this one.
Thanks for the report, DA. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Pass to Junior. There's the triple. Hayward grabs the board. Charlotte has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. High post Zeller. Now Graham. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Nice shot by Zeller.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Walker the pass to Tatum. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Jason Tatum has the kind of size and length to be effective near the cup. Really good job staying in attack mode.
Smart against Rozier. Now here's Zeller. Guarded close. For 3, Bridges. Rebounded by Smart. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. Only given up 2 points this quarter. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And Junior throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Back to Rozier to stop the run. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That'll be his shot. Comes in for Terry Rozier. The Celtics shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Walker in the post. Green defending. Count the basket. Walker's got 11.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Zeller. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Junior. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Listen, I don't call it the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
No good with the triple. Junior's gone 1 of 4 from distance. Graham with the ball. He's picked up by Walker, but no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, the incredible explosiveness. No fear from Jason Tatum. Ooh, lights out.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They could use a bucket. And the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
Pass to Junior.
Come on with the... Not allowing me to turn that corner, man. Oh, crap.
This game, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. That seems all geared up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Boston. And the forward spots are Brown and Tatum. Walker and Smart are their guards. And it's Junior in the center position. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Ooh, boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that have just done things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And
the King?
Guys that I love.
What?
And then the other guy, listen.
Wow, that's bro.
I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Junior with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Brown the pass to Junior. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Zeller finds Hayward. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
I'm right here, dude. Bull crap.
And the technical free throw is good.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
The pass to Monk.
Stay out of this paint. You guys are not welcome.
Pass to Bridges. Three-pointer. And the Hornets miss again. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. Now, here's Junior. Ended by Hayward. Brown. Good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Monk. Back to Rozier. Hayward outside from deep. And Tatum pulls it down.
Uh-oh.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now, here's Junior. Tight defense on him. The shot's good. Junior's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Rozier gets to Hayward. Pass to Zeller.
Shoot it.
Over in the corner, Rozier. Charlotte moving the ball around. Bridges sets the screen for Hayward. Here's Boston now. They're on a 10-1 run. And here is Zeller. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Monk, the pass to Zeller. Zeller setting the pick for Bridges. Over Tatum. Off the left rim and out.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Junior, and Junior throws it down.
That's just too easy. Kemba, the innate sense to find the open player. Well done.
Charlotte has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Stolen by Smart. Junior with it. He's got 24. Takes it inside. 2 free throws coming up. And he doesn't get the second one. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great player?
Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings. Measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Fame is all of you.
The ball movement on this one has been fantastic. It is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Graham. 5 points in the game. Inside. It's stolen by Brown. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And he gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Here's Pritchard. Team covering. Jackson from long range. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside T with the drive, and it goes down 2 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Outside Martin. And the pass to Pritchard. Dishes it to Graham. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the run. Charlotte no good that time either.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Time called here. The Celtics. Neesmith.
You gonna bring me in with 23 seconds left?
I would have thought about it.
Free throw good. T.
Well, there's so much value in how Jeff Teague runs an offense. He's got great speed. He plays hard on both ends of the floor. I think any organization would be lucky to have this guy.
McDaniels passes to Martin. To the middle, kicks it to Bridges. For the 3. Rebound Boston. Here's Teague. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.